What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as Dash, and if we have time, the S&P 500. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help, which we're going to be doing next week. So starting tomorrow, we're going to be looking at another cryptocurrency or altcoin of your choice. So definitely comment your favorite crypto down in the comment section below. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is the fact that time is running out for most of these cryptocurrencies. The past couple of days, we've been trying to track and figure out when the possible breakout or big movement of volume is coming for the crypto market, and it seems like it's kind of taking a little bit longer than we had anticipated. Fortunately, there is some sort of deadline that is in place for these cryptocurrencies that I'd like to go over with you, which will signal our next buy-in opportunity. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's video. Alright guys, so for the past couple of days, I'd say for the past 3 days, we've been pretty much trying to figure out when this next possible breakout is coming. You can see we started a little countdown, which was slightly off, but more importantly, the goal was to just show you guys what exactly we were looking for and when this could potentially end. Now, I want to show you guys things just a little bit up close, a little more personal than we have in the past couple of days. You can see I have XRP pulled up, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as Dash, and notice a few things that are forming on these cryptocurrencies. So, for the most part, within these descending fractals, there seems to be some sort of end that is set on these cryptos. Now, even if it takes a little bit longer, you can see this pretty much runs out of time closer to July 15th. Notice it's very similar for the other cryptocurrencies. We can just slightly move this down. You can see it's eventually going to push us towards $30,000 closer to the end of July. And you can see where that bottom seems to be. Now, obviously, and what we've seen before is that these breakouts or breakdowns tend to happen even earlier than where the last possible day is for reversal, so we do have to keep our eyes peeled for when this next possibility could come. Even for Ethereum, which is currently retesting its top resistance, you can see it's starting to correct lower. Yes, there are some supports that we could obviously draw out here, which you can see is currently battling right now, or we could set one a little bit lower, but for right now, you can see where exactly that downtrend is starting to stem from. So ultimately, there is some sort of bottom that these cryptos are starting to retest, finding some support and allowing the coin to trade out sideways. Even for XRP, you can see where its support level is. It's very similar to Ethereum, and if I'm just slightly tweaked this lower, you can see how similar it is towards the XRP pattern that we're seeing right here. It is almost identical in pattern. Now, ultimately, what we're looking for is these bottom supports to be broken. That's the main goal. So as you guys know, these bottoms are intact and they have been on these cryptocurrencies for quite some time now. Notice for XRP, it's pretty much stemmed all the way since early February, if not into 2020, where you can see support levels have been retested in the past. Notice this is pretty much set at about 56 cents, and we know that if prices do, and which they should be, rebounding off this top resistance and correcting lower, it should break through that support level, which is something we have to prepare for and plan for, which could ultimately correct us back down to supports as low as 26 cents. Notice this same pattern can be applied on Ethereum and all these other major cryptocurrencies. Ethereum having its support at $2,000, breaking through that could send it to $1,500. Bitcoin is at $30K. If it breaks through that, it could swing us down to $20,000. And Dash has its support, which could break us down to about $62. Notice they're all very similar. For the most part, descending fractals are forming on these coins. They have been for quite some time now. You can see pretty much just these similar movements with the lower highs and the lower lows that are forming inside some sort of wedge pattern. You can see right here, even for Bitcoin, the same thing is happening where we're trending downwards, where we are going to at some point meet our bottom support. Ethereum is the only one that looks slightly off. Yes, there's some sort of top, but you can see the same pattern overall is forming where prices are correcting, creating lower lows and creating lower highs, as well as for XRP, which has the same exact pattern as Ethereum does, creating those lower lows and lower highs. Ultimately, that's what we're waiting for. I am currently waiting for this to be retested. It's only going to be just a couple of days left before we can actually get that bigger opportunity to buy in on. Obviously, in the past couple of days, there have been some, more aggressive style of trading if we went onto the 4-hour or even into minute charts. but it's not something I like to trade around on as I'm more of a conservative trader. But notice for the most part, we've been consolidating for quite some time now. And as we know in cryptocurrency, and this has been a given for the past 4 years that I've been doing this, every single time we see consolidation, it always tends to lead to some sort of major volume, either injection or reversal out of the market. And you can see right here for the past couple of days, since June 22nd, we've had days now of just floating sideways. Even for Bitcoin, you can see we've pretty much been floating sideways. Prices between 31 and maybe 34 to 35,000 ever since end of June. And you can see it's been all the way into July. So almost 3 weeks now of just this consolidation, slow movement to the, just outward sideways. And this is ultimately going to see some sort of volume injection, which should allow these coins to, in some sort of way, break out. And we just have to consider what exactly that's going to do. So for XRP, you can see as long as this downtrend is in play here and we start to play around with this bottom support, if we see correction below here, and we close the daily prices below our support level closer to 50 cents, we can anticipate it's only going to be the start to correcting much lower to 25 cents. Notice there's really not that much support levels on this correction from 57 cents all the way down to 23. So it should happen fairly rapidly if prices do decide to break below there. Same thing would apply itself with Ethereum. Breaking below prices of $2,000 could send us parabolic to $1,500, as again, there's not much support holding that coin up. And the main focus is pretty much on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin seems to be the biggest leader. It has the biggest current coin market cap, which I'd like to pull up for you guys, coin market cap right here. And you can see for the most part, it does hold most of the weight in the crypto. As you can see, it makes up about 45% of the entire cryptocurrency market. So with this movement here, you can see that with this descending fractal, 30K is a major mental barrier and a major support level on these cryptocurrencies. If 30K is broken, we can anticipate a big correction and dump down to $20,000, as once again, there is no stability from the 20 to 30K movement. There's really none. You can see we started to build some up here from 30 to 40K where there are some supports, and you can see a very clear stay the past couple of weeks. But ultimately from 30 to 20, it pretty much was just a free, explosion upwards, not creating any sort of support levels if, God forbid, we do decide to correct lower. So that's what I'm ultimately anticipating. So we really have to spend quite a bit of time analyzing 30K when prices do, and in fact they will, come down to retest 30K. We have to be peeled. Our eyes have to be peeled on that price level right here at 30,000. We could see in the past we've had multiple retests here, which have ultimately sent us right back up to retest 40K. And that same possibility can still happen to Bitcoin. So I'm not bashing and spreading FUD on crypto. I'm just saying we have to be very patient waiting for what will happen when prices do retest 30K. We'll obviously have some setting, we'll have some target analysis and we'll have some positions paired and ready and prepared for that movement to happen. Ultimately, we'll see if we decide to wick above here, prices dip below and then we wick and close the daily above the 30K support level, we should be able to see a reversal back up to 40K, which is obviously the big red zone, and I don't think we're going to get much higher than 40K. But we can also consider the fact that if prices do decide to close below its daily support at that 30K support level, and prices close closer to maybe $29,000, we can anticipate an immediate reversal. Maybe we continue to follow suit within this descending fractal. Unlikely, but we could ultimately continue to pull that downwards to the 20K support levels. So everything is in a mist right now. We're really just waiting for some movement. Things are getting very boring here. I understand that. Markets are getting stagnant. Not many people are interested in Bitcoin. Maybe I'll show you guys some other ways to pretty much make profit while these markets are getting boring, as I have set up a few things that in the past month or two have been more profitable than cryptocurrency, just for bigger investment opportunities and pretty much something to just flip-flop on. So when markets are stagnant within Bitcoin and crypto, we can ultimately find another, key area to invest in that can make you money as the markets decide to move up. So that's pretty much target analysis for Bitcoin. Dash, the same thing will apply itself. There's probably going to be a big drop and we're going to see a lot of red across the crypto market very soon. And then lastly, to wrap up today's video, you can see for the S&P 500, since this correction back on Bitcoin, which maybe started back in May. So if we use May 19th, you can see May 19th has been right here. And ever since then, prices have been going parabolic. So if you had invested into the S&P 500 since May 19th, when prices started to drop within crypto, May 19th from upwards has been up about 7.5%, which is a massive return on your investment for just maybe 2 or 3 months at most. And this is just the start. So it's just another opportunity, another way to make money while markets are getting stagnant, something that we've been learning as we've been trading within crypto. Otherwise, guys, it's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.